Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you may be, or good evening or good night. This is Jen at JensArtyInclinations, a place to create, share and play. Hello there everyone. Alrighty, so I'm back with our 2022 Collage Challenge. So this one is hashtag 2022 Collage Challenge SEP for September. It's hosted by Art and Junk Journals with Julie and Leigh's Art Studio. Now, we were doing a little list of prompts, and in this half of the year, what they're doing is they're doing like a scavenger hunt. So they give us a theme. This month's theme is postal, and we can collect items or images to collage with. So handwriting, postcards or a piece of a postcard, letters, envelopes, cancellation marks, email stickers, postage labels, faraway countries or destinations that we might post to, map page, letterboxes, post office, postal van, postman, other postal items not listed. So look, I went fairly easy. I just went through my supplies, I saw what I had, and I've kind of put them together. Now the bonus is you can count how many different kinds of items that you found, and you can put that number on your collage. I kind of haven't done that. We'll see how I go at the end if I remember to do it. Papers, you can use any papers. So scrapbook paper, ledger paper, coffee dyed, patterned or painty papers, you know, whatever you need in the background is completely fine. In fact, this month I almost just made it really, really simple. And I was just going to do, you know, a couple of things related to postage and just scrapbook them, like just do like 3 items and put them on a page, you know, and collage. But I did end up finding some lovely stickers and things. You can add whatever you want. You can stencil, you can add stickers. So it's really lovely. It's really free. But, you know, as long as you've got postal, you're golden. All right, so I have linked Leigh and Julie's channels in the description, and I've also linked all of our other regular contributors, so that's going to be in the description as well. So let me show you what I've done. I did this. Now this, as you can see, I might just need to pull out a little bit. So can you see? Yes. Okay, now you can see the whole thing. So I'll just get rid of that random thread. What I did was I had all these little stickers. So these are all little individual stickers. I'll just stick that corner back down there. They're little stamp stickers. So I used these and I collaged them all on this little background that I've stenciled. It's just a piece of paper, and you can see probably from the background, this is just my cheap sewing machine because my main one's in for repair. But I use this for papers a lot because it sits on my desk. But I've done squiggly lines around, and then on the edge, I've actually done a zigzag around, and then I did it back because the tension wasn't right and it kept skipping stitches. And you can see there, the tension's not right there either, but that's okay. And I've put a piece of string in because you know how with posting you tie up packages with string, or that's what you used to do in the olden days. So I did that. Then I've got some little pieces. I'll actually cover up a lot of this. I've got some little pieces that I'll just collage over the top. So what I've got is, this is just a letter that I've copied, and I copied it onto a sand coloured, just plain copy paper. But you can get them in different colours. So I did that so that the torn edges weren't stark white. And then I've got this little, it's a vintage birthday greetings. I wish you no less than you can wish for yourself. And look, she's with a little wishing bone. Isn't it cute? And it's a little postcard that someone has sent to someone. So as much as I hate to lose that writing, I'm going to lose that writing. And I thought, and there's like a freight sticker, so that's to do with postage, and it's got some lovely handwriting on that. This is like an old with compliments slips. They're used in postage and so forth, in business postage. I'm going to pop this in, how to soak stamps. So that's to do with postage, but even though it's stamp collectors. So I'll just put that so you can see what that says. All right, I've also got this. This is a printer label, and I just put stickers over them and then splash some coffee dye over those. So I'm thinking that that would be nice. Maybe just in behind that one. There you go. So that's an address label. That's to do with postage. Thinking those will work down there. I just think that's a nice little piece of corrugated card, and corrugated card gets used in obviously postage quite a bit because people protect their goods as they're going. I've put some stamps down. So they're in there. I've got a few, I'll just show you. I've got a few stamps, but you know, I may not use all of the real stamps, but it's just that I thought, oh, that's kind of nice because it's got a bit of airmail. So I might pop that on, I might not. I'm just thinking around this label, maybe, is what I'm thinking. But, you know, maybe not as well. We'll see. What do you think? If I pop that in there, maybe pop that in there. And you know what? The sewing is coming up on that, so maybe I will pop that in there. I quite like this little stamp, so she could go there. It's interesting. I feel like the label will sort of become the feature. That's what we have a lot of, postage paid in the country. The inside of an envelope? Nah, don't need that. I don't know, I'm sort of happy with that. Just fairly simple, and maybe I'll put some stamps in just to pick it up. We'll see. And I've also got some little stickers. So I thought one of those could go in the label. That's my thinking. So anyway, what I'll do is, I know the main layer's there, so I'm going to stick down my big layers. It's kind of a good thing when you're collaging, if you just stick down your big bits first, then it makes it easier. So, there we go. Where's my glue? Gloopy glue. Gloopy glue. There it is. Alrighty. Now, I've got a glue mat beside me here that I can use so that I can easily just wipe that down and reuse it. So that makes life very easy. But this is the first one, so you're just going to go in there. Voila. That's my little man, loving the pool in the backyard. So sorry, you'll have a few giggles from him in the background there. He is loving life. And it's quite late here actually. Well, for Canberra, it is 5 o'clock, and even though we're spring, like almost 6 o'clock at night, even though we're spring, it's still quite brisk at this time of night outside. So, you know, loves the water, that kid. I was like that when I was a kid too. I don't know. What about you? Is anyone else a real water baby when they were a child? I also remember times where I was so frozen that I couldn't move, and I'd sit down, crouched down with my towel around me, same as when I was getting out of the bath. And everyone would say, if you just stand up and get dressed, you'll feel better quicker. But no, I just didn't feel I could move because I was so tired. However, I just loved the water. When I was in it, loved it. Really, really enjoyed it. Isn't that lovely, that handwriting on that letter? I think it's like I hereby certify something or other. This one. Now my little card. So I think this might need a little bit of my glue around it. Alrighty. Yeah, definitely going to need you around. And whoopsie, someone's just coming in. So I'll just pause you for a sec. Back. So where will I put you? Maybe squish you over a little bit because we do want to see some of that stitching and the stamps behind it. Quite like that, the rustic little effect that it's given that background there. There's my freight sticker, and that's an actual freight sticker, just like this little card is an actual birthday greeting card, which is lovely. It's nice to know that, you know, whose hands, I wonder, these passed through. Fabulous, isn't it? Even the fact that someone's written a note on this one. I want it down there, or do I think we want it there. Alrighty. Oh, forgot to put my corrugated cardboard down. Let's try and see. Have we got any, whoops, we got any room, any grace? Yes, we have. Alrighty, so we'll stick you up there and then I can stick you back down. That's all fine. It's all good. It's quite interesting actually how these are all the same colours. So this collage, I don't know, it feels like it's got some texture. I'm really starting to enjoy collage. I was so scared of it when I first started this challenge, and now, yeah, I don't know, I'm just feeling better about it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the middle of this down so that I can put things around it. So you're going to be there. Then I'm thinking she'll be there. Here we go. Okay, that's her. Let's just make sure, I put a lot of glue in that, didn't I? Let's just really make sure you're nice and flat. Really push down all those edges. Nice, nice. Now what do we think? Yeah, that works. So now it's just all the little pieces. So, I mean, I did do a fair bit off camera, but sticking down stickers, it all takes you forever to take the backing off. Well, it takes me forever to get the backing off. So you didn't have to sit through that, which is really good. And what else did I save you from? Oh, and all the process in the fact that I couldn't get the tension right on this little cheap sewing machine that I've got. That was rather painful, or it would have been rather painful to watch. So, you know, I was trying to make it more about just the nice finessing process so you could enjoy seeing some of the postage. And, you know, these really were just stickers. I tried to kind of get, you know, I started to try and do a colour wash so that I had, you know, all one colour here down light through to dark or brown through to dark. But then that was, you know, getting frustrating and complicated. So I pulled back on that too. I like this because it's from Fiji. I've got a lot of Australian stuff. Oh, no, look at that though. That writing is so beautiful. Do I want to lose that? I don't think I do. No, no. Oh, but you know what? Okay, if I just keep talking to myself, I'm going to put that in there. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that good? So I wonder if I have to lose these stamps. I mean, I've got those instructions on how to soak your stamps off. I really should follow them. But apparently I'm not going to. Here we let's see. I got one off, and that's the one that I actually quite liked. So can I get this one off? Oh, yeah. That one is almost off as well. So let's just have a look. Have a look. Alrighty. Off you come. And you know what? If you're a slightly ripped stamp, or you slightly rip like we just did there, I'm okay with that because that just adds to the rusticness. That's what I'm telling myself. Okay, love it. So we've got a little bit of an what do you call those? They're like aerograms or something. Someone will know. You can let me know in the comments. Someone will know what the proper word for that is. There we go. And I also had this really teeny little stamp. This is, I'll show you, it's a kid stamp. Can you see that? So it's a little kid stamp that's just a self-stamper. It had an envelope. I put it onto a bit of paper, sploshed a bit of coffee over it, and you know, looks fabulous. How cute. All right, back to where we were, folks. Oh, he's a lovely whale, isn't he? Hello, little whaley. Let's pop you in there. I've got to, you know, put something on this label yet, haven't I? We're going, that's all right. We knew it was a birthday card. We're just trying to put together a bit of a picture, aren't we? Do we want that one? Do we want this? I think we're almost finished. I don't know if I really need too much else. Might just put another little one in there. So, I think you're quite cute. They're lovely little stamps, aren't they? You know, they're like little, instant little picture frames for us. Yep, that works. As lovely as it is to have all that other stuff on that, I'm going to rip you down. Down, 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 down. Yep. Even though that makes it a bit busy, do I really want that like that? Because that's quite nice. You've got this busyness here, but you've got a little bit of clean and then you've got busy again. So I might just put you, how about I put you in there, or do I want to put you in there? Yeah, I think that's going to be the one that goes in there. Just try and keep that little bit of printing on the edge of the envelope. Oops, upside down, Miss Jane. Hurry up, hurry up. Ah, blackboard. People overseas probably have no idea what I'm talking about because it probably wasn't a kids show overseas. Mr. Squiggle. I talk about Mr. Squiggle a lot, don't I? But he obviously had a very big impact on me when I was a child. Do I want you in there somewhere? Yes, I do. Come on, glue. Alrighty. There we go for you. Oops, quick. You've got to have that underneath that. The other thing I tried to do when I had all those stickers, I had them in lots of different colours. So what I did was to try and make a bit more sense visually. I did actually make sure that there was blue in every sticker that I chose. So even if it was a muted blue or a turquoise blue, I just used that principle so that then they all did look like they went together more, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Just playing with this collage. Wait till you catch everybody else's videos. Do have a look in my description because I'll have a link to everybody who does it regularly, and anyone can join this. It's an open challenge, so just use the hashtag so we can find you, and then we can like your videos. We, you know, can subscribe to your channel too. It's and you'll get lots of inspiration from all the other makers as well if you use the hashtag. There we go. That is exactly what I feel like this needs. So I'm going to try and get myself in a bigger mess. I think that that's possible. Ah, dear. And then you go there. Ha, I love it. Yes, I'm really happy with that. So now all I need to do, you watch, this will be the bit that takes me forever. All I need to do is choose what I'm going to put in my label. So, these lovely little stickers. Come on, I knew this would be more complicated than what I thought it would be. Let's try this one. Hey, yes, I think that one will be good. So let me cut you down so that you sit in there a bit more nicely. But I feel like the red on it will just help pick that up a little bit. And you can go in there like that. Do I actually want... I think I might actually put a little bit of this behind you. Yep, to me that feels better. And then if I glue that through, it's such a fine piece of cheesecloth that it will glue through both pieces. And there's also the stickiness on the sticker, so that works for me. Good enough for taxpayers. All right, I have finished my collage. That felt like it was a lot quicker. I don't know if it was. So now I've got, what's this one? September. So I'm going to stick that down there and I'll stick that onto that page. I'll show you where we've come from. I haven't gone through this book for a little while. So this was February when we first started, and we had all these lovely prompts. That was my first one, and I actually collaged the fabric with the papers, and I had so much fun doing that. It was great. So that was my very first one, and I kept a note of everybody that was involved. And then this was the second one. So I wanted to do a bit of a journal entry spot in this one too. So that's exactly what I did. I had a little journaling spot on the back, so there was that secret little pocket. And then down here, I had more little pockets that I made up for other little bits and bobs. So this had an ancient theme, which was really nice. And I've got somewhere, I think it's in here. Yeah, I've got in here what the prompts were for that one. So that was March. Then we had April. So this was April. I think it was this one that was April. No good fish goes anywhere without a porpoise. Get it? Very sad. But this was the fun bit in this one. I did all this collaging from jelly prints, and then I pasted the jelly prints onto a shape, and then I cut it out and I created a fish. And in there is also some of my, my printed vellum that I had printed on. So yeah, love that. Love how that technique came out. Then we had, of course, I had to use some nature. So I've got some leaves in this gessoed. I had lots of different things in this. I had little people collage through the windows, little different scenes. So yeah, that was a lot of fun and a lot of mess, which was great. So that was June. Then we had July, or this might have been back in April, so I think they got out of order. I haven't put beside it, but this was another one that I did. Sort of hard to show you the whole thing. But I had this, I was doing some creative exercises and I was learning the different tones in my watercolours. So I was just doing little triangles. So for instance, that was all the same colour, but it was just making them lighter as we went in the different tones. And then I used that as my background to collage over the top of my next piece. So again, heaps of fun. This was the one that I did when we were in the hotel and our plumbing was out at home, and I love all the doodles. I did like that neurographic stuff that Julie taught us, and just this lovely bunch of flowers, which was all separate pictures out of not a gardening magazine, a catalogue, a gardening catalogue that you can buy seeds from. So again, so much fun. This is the one that we did last month. Yes, so this is last month's, and this was the first one in the scavenger hunts. and it was sewing. And now when I look at it again, I'm actually a lot more happy with it now that I'm looking back on it. Isn't that funny? And this was really interesting because I had another piece I was trying to bring out, and in the end I put a completely different picture over the top, and she, I think, brought it out much more nicely. But I love this. This is some of my, you know, ribbons that I make from paper and ribbon, and lots of lovely little bits and pieces in that, because, you know, who doesn't love sewing? And then here we are for this month, and look at how different that looks. So they're all so different from each other. And I think that that's the fun of this challenge, because you always get something different. So anyway, this is the 2022 Collage Challenge September. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the flip side. Hit the like button if you enjoyed what you saw today. And of course, please subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you next time. And in the meantime, keep creating. Enjoy!